Hi guys, you're from Sharp 11 Music here, and let's dive into this Corona lick of the week. Why Corona lick of the week, by the way? No reason, but I figured you have plenty of time to learn new licks. And if you're watching it later, besides, it's always time for a Brecker lick. So this is a false fingering trick lick by Michael Brecker. Let's dive into it. So I did this Coltrane-ish solo. I really think it's a Coltrane-like solo Brecker pulled off on the, tribute to Coltrane track from the Three Quartets album. It's called Quartet Number 2, Part 2, dedicated to John Coltrane. So it makes sense. He really, wow. It's an amazing tribute to Coltrane by really getting into that vibe, but still being his own Michael Brecker. So if you didn't check out the complete solo, do so. But anyway, there is one mesmerizing false fingering trick lick like we hear so many times in Michael Brecker's playing. But having transcribed a lot of Michael Brecker solos, this was one I didn't see before yet, and it was kind of tricky to figure it out, but I think I have it. So let me show it to you. Maybe let's listen to the thing itself played by Michael Brecker. So okay, I guess that was fast and a lot to digest. Let's listen again, and this time notice how there are kind of two parts in this false fingering lick. So we have a first part and then it changes just a bit. Listen for that. So what is he doing there? You see the sheet I wrote the false fingerings in, but chances are pretty high if you check it out with that, you even won't figure it out. Let me explain. So let me first explain how the false fingerings work. You see a false fingering on a B flat. It's a B flat because that is in the key of D minor. It's not notated in the bar, but there is a B flat there. And that B flat, it's important to know how it's being played, otherwise it's completely unplayable. It's being played with an A fingering plus 1, 2, 3. Then you would have actually the false fingering for that A. But now we also will add the E flat. And then you'll hear that it goes kinda up a half tone. Like I will first do an A, then the false fingering on that A, and I'll add that E flat key, and then you hear it jump to that B flat. So that's what you have to know. You could also play a false fingering B flat on overtone using that low B flat. That's also a way to play that, but that's not the way it's done here. So if you would try that, you would completely get stuck easily. And then it suddenly doesn't become so hard anymore. So don't play it with that low B flat, but just with the 1, 2, 3 and the E flat. You can use it on an A, then it will jump to a B flat. But also when you do the B flat with the small key, with the bis key, it will stay on a B flat as an alternate fingering. It sounds kind of the same. So that's practical, and that's where this mesmerizing effect comes from. So the first part is basically with the pickup. Not too difficult. A, B flat, press down your right hand in the right fingering, and then C. Now he mixes it up with first playing an A, and then you see the B flat overtone. Then remember, we can also come from that A and press down the right hand to get to this B flat alternate fingering, and then back to the A and then to the C. So that's not too difficult. So then it's only a 4-note grouping with first the normal A, then that B flat overtone with 1, 2, 3 and the E flat in your hand. That's the second note. then back to A, you let your keys loose, and then a C, and then back to the beginning. And then he continues into this amazing fast line, which we won't dive into. It's more into the technique of this false fingering line. That's all cool. You can already play with those two variations. What you also can do is it's easy to even mix up with the normal B flat, so the normal little B flat. And then you can get even this more all over the place sound, which is cool. You can just, it's an effect of course, but I think it's a cool effect which you might use. Another addition you might make, and that's just one of my own, is that you even then mix it up with the side B flat when you have the A. So then you have three different kind of B flats in there. You have the bis B flat, you have the side B flat, and yeah, of course there is not too much of difference between them on most saxophones, but just a slight difference is enough to, if you mix it up properly, to even make it more interesting. Even doing just that, leaving out that alternate fingering, and then with the side and the bis key, you can already hear that it does a little thing. You hear it very clearly when I press this one because, yeah, it needs a little bit of a technical cleanup here. Yeah, try it, mess a bit around with it. You can make some combinations like... all cool stuff. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's just a little new thing you can play with, and maybe when you play, for example, Caravan, and you have this long melody note, but it sounds a little bit Eastern music-like, so where they do even like quarter tones, it might be a cool thing to play a little bit on this A and this B flat. There, I think the effect could fit well. Something like this, just an idea. Of course, if you don't like the effect, stay away from it, like a virus. So guys, that was the lick of the week. I dive way deeper into all this on Patreon, into the complete solo, because there are so many cool lines in there, it's way too long to discuss. So I hope all of you who are in Europe, West Europe, where there's quarantining now, or in the USA, I guess you have plenty of time now, so use these transcriptions, we have plenty of them, and study them, and maybe if you can, make a cover of them, upload them, and then send us. That would be really cool. We would love to see if you could use our transcriptions. I'm Jori Reinders from Sharp 11 Music. Thank you for watching. If you would like more content like this, you might want to subscribe or leave a like and a comment. That also helps our channel. And I'll see you in next time.